part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Now it's second down here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
We need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Irish. come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. It's a run to the left. Finding some room at the 25. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And in first down, they go right back to him.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. I'll flip back to the QB. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, you take a chance when you call a flea flipper. You hope to catch the defense napping, and when they're not, man, it puts a lot on the skill guy who ends up with the ball trying to make the throw. He's not used to being in that position. Nobody's open. The pressure is on. He puts it up and hopes, and the defense comes up with the interception.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
What a pitch and catch by...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, how about the quarterback sitting in there, taking the hit, but not before he got rid of the ball and hitting his intended target with a strike in the end zone. What a way to withstand the pressure and deliver for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's out of bounds here on the return. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play.
South Carolina, 0.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, South Carolina. This quarterback on fire today.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. He shreds the tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great job of playing assignment football here against the option by this defense. Every aspect of that play was taken away. The quarterback got into desperation mode and loses yards. Now they're behind the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw, catch made. It got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw. It keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Great move there. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The back's got it again. Fighting him off. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Here's a carry for the fullback. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Direct snap to the back. Touchdown, Irish. This offense is still clicking. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
See if they can convert the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. And is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? He's at the 50. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll kick it away here. This one will be fair caught. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself, but he just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
Now the all-important extra point. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed to the running back. Fights off a defender. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with a lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it here. Trucks through the defender. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Play action here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. The Gamecocks come to the line to run the hurry up. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for a deep completion. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much? Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Touchdown, Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Point after, not great for who. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Receiver makes the catch, moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Here's the throw deep downfield. Has incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Looking to throw yet again. Going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Touchdown, Gamecocks. It was a foot race and he won it.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision?
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Toss play to the running back going left.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Single back, takes the handoff. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.